Yes, there's an intention on those sounds.
We know. Thanks.
Hello.
All right.
So-
Hello, one and all.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome to St. John's Q&A Wednesday nights.
They can't see you.
St. John's Q&A Wednesday nights. We have a new visitor today. You may have noticed him. It's Mark.
Yeah.
Mark is not living here anymore. He's now.
Moved out today. Came back to get my bike, have dinner, and answer some questions.
Yeah. So
What kind of questions?
We'll
Oh,
find out.
I thought you were like, wait, my phone doesn't work. Wait, the camera won't turn on.
Well, no, those questions will come.
Oh boy.
So Mark has been our technical guru, in addition to the theological expert on Wednesday night live Q&A. So everything started to like break down today. Oh, it's so funny. It's hilarious.
Well,
And
these
then,
things
how are you technologically? So
better than you.
yes. I don't know if you've had a chance yet to meet Jake Schneider, our seminarian for the summer. He'll be with us for 10 weeks. Jake is a parishioner of St. Charles Borromeo and entering into second theology.
Yep.
So tell us about yourself. Tell us a little bio. Give us a 3-minute bio and an interesting fact about yourself.
Okay. So I grew up in Fort Wayne.
That's the interesting fact.
Been here my whole life. I'm the oldest of 3, and grew up Catholic my whole life. Went to St. Charles, went to Catholic school. Played sports when I could in like 5th grade, I think is when they allow you to do that then. Main sport was soccer. Really enjoyed playing soccer. Played it at Bishop Dwenger. Went to Bishop Dwenger. I know this is Bishop Luer's area.
You're going to learn very quick.
Forgive me.
You're going to, oh man.
Welcome to Lures Country.
I know. Rather be a saint than a knight, but, you know.
Oh,
Wow. You
it's not a good start.
You've just ostracized this entire parish and neighborhood. How do you feel about yourself?
Well, they're trying to be saints too, you know, in the long run here. Anyways, so after Dwenger, I went to college at the University of Toledo, studied exercise science.
what's that mean?
So I was studying, it was a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science, which is a various pre-degree for like medical school, physician assistant, physical therapy, occupational therapy, dentistry, anything like that.
Okay.
So I wanted to be a physical therapist. And so my senior year of college was when I started to think of becoming a
Hey, that's
oh,
nice.
let the light
All
on.
right. Very good.
Wow.
Thank you, Patrick.
There was an article in the Journal Gazette about putting lights on for your Zoom meetings and stuff.
It's helpful.
Hey, that's
Wow.
Better. A
Hey.
lot better. Don't look
I'm actually
directly
glad
at
you
it.
get to see that. Right.
Continue.
All right, yeah. So senior year of college, thought about becoming a seminarian, or the desire for the priesthood, I guess, came up again. And by came up again, I mean there's different points in my life where I felt attracted to the priesthood. So I think my first time was I was 5 or 6 years old, and my grandma said after a mass, I came up to her and said, "Grandma, I want to be a priest." Pretty odd for a 5 or 6 year old to say that.
And she said, no. Because that's what grandma say.
And came up again, I think, in 7th grade, right before confirmation. Picked the saint, St. John Vianney, as my confirmation saint.
Do you know we have a relic of him in our sacristy?
I did not know that.
And you know who else we have a relic of in our sacristy?
St. Charles Borromeo.
You were meant to be here.
Only makes sense. Yeah, so it came up again my senior year, right before making a big decision whether to study more for physical therapy or go into seminary. And after a long discernment that senior year, I finally decided, like, before moving forward with physical therapy, I think it'd be good to take a chance. See, because I feel like if I went into physical therapy, I might have gone down the road close to marriage, and would have been later on in life. Who knows what decisions I would have made. Good and bad. Okay.
I like how you look marriage in with like this impending
Yeah,
doom.
yeah.
I would have made some decisions.
Terrible decisions.
Good decisions. All right.
Like a sacrament.
What's an interesting fact about you
Interesting fact.
that is suitable for broadcast?
Yeah, that's a good point. My grandpa owned a horse and taught me how to horseback ride.
Oh wow.
Wow.
We've had this discussion, at least the fact that you like to ride horses.
How old were you?
I think it was 10.
Wow.
So he taught me how to dress a horse, how to take care of a horse, how to change its horseshoes, clean its feet, all these things.
Well, there you go. If you have any horses you need to take care of, you know who to talk to now.
Because, horses are all over the 07. Let me ask you a question I ask all applicants, and maybe you remember me asking it when you first. I remember we sat in that office right over there.
Uh-huh.
What is it about priesthood that you're most attracted to?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember your answer?
No,
Neither do I.
I have no idea.
So now you can answer it in total freedom.
I don't know if the answer is changed or if it's the same. Yeah, I think a dispenser of the sacraments is huge.
Mhm.
But I think one of the great things, and I think this is kind of a small detail, but being a dispenser of mercy, having received mercy, I think that's huge.
Mhm.
And we can do that in small ways, but being able to do it as a mediator between God and man,
Mhm.
that's something very special that I've felt many times in my life. And to be able to do that, to feel called to it, yeah, it's just amazing.
So you look forward to being a confessor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. What about priesthood is most attractive to you, Mark?
Celebrating the sacraments, most especially the Eucharist,
Mm-hmm.
and dispensing it.
Mhm.
That's it.
What about priesthood is most attractive to you, Patrick?
Well, you guys took my two answers.
Make up a third one.
Other sacrament, baptism.
There you go.
I think it's awesome. It's like when they jump the kids and they're all cute, and you get to do it as to save that kid's soul. So that's cool.
Great.
So I see a lot of people saying hello to each other and good evening and things like
Welcome
that.
to Jake.
Welcome, Jake.
Lots of welcome.
Thank you.
Feel
So-
virtually welcome.
Especially after what I've said so far.
Yeah.
We're a very merciful parish.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, you're going to be receiving a lot of mercy.
That's great. That's great.
So if you've got questions for Jake or any of us, go ahead and fire them off. We look forward to hearing from you. Let's see here. Father Patrick, let me not read this out loud. Let me first screen. Great question. How do you feel about being named the new pastor of St. Peter's?
Anxious, excited, and anxious.
What are you most anxious about?
Like having to make decisions and tell people no. Because as an associate,
Why would you tell people no?
because not everyone has great ideas.
Oh.
But they all think they're great ideas.
This- and this is the foot he's going to start off on.
If there's a difficult situation, someone comes to me, I just say, ask the pastor.
Yeah, I remember doing that all the time.
But at St. Peter's, I am the pastor.
Yeah.
Now, what you could do is what Monsignor Kuzmek taught me. He would say, let me pray on that, which is true. You should pray on these things. But yeah, so when you get stumped, let me pray about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was telling Father Patrick that he should hang a picture of John the 23rd, who's one of my favorite popes, because he has the famous quote that he said, sometimes someone tells me something and I think I should tell the Pope about that. And then I remember I am the Pope.
Right.
Yeah. But it's going to be a beautiful church. And it's going to be great. Yeah.
Very good. When's your installation mass? You don't even know yet.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Once this pandemic's over.
Right. It's going to be a very bizarre situation because changes are going to happen, priest transfers are going to happen, and it's not going to be like usual.
Right.
You know, like I don't know what your hopes and desires would be as far as like a farewell reception or something like that, but it's like we don't even know what we're able to do.
Parade, like they did for the school teachers.
Oh, that'd be good. That would be good. That'd be good.
I don't
That
know.
would be funny.
So
Yeah. But it's coming, you know.
when is your first day on the job over there?
June 23rd.
Okay. Yeah. And you'll have mass in the morning?
I should find out about that.
Yeah.
Let's say it would be a Tuesday.
A Tuesday? What
Tuesday
time?
will be 9 a.m. mass on Tuesday.
What's the earliest mass over at St. Peter's?
9 a.m.
Okay. St. Peter's. Just to tell you this now. Make him work early in the morning, like 6:30.
Yeah.
Give him things to do.
No one wants to be up that early.
No sleeping in for you.
Oh man.
Oh, more questions?
We're going to miss you, Father Patrick, and we'll continue to pray for you.
I'm a fan.
Okay. Huh. Oh, this is a good question from John Hickey. With Father Patrick being named pastor, where did the idea of obedience to the bishop become? When did the idea of being I can't read. Where did the idea of obedience to the bishop become a norm? And have any of you struggled with obedience in regards to moving from parish to parish? So of the four of us, only one of us has moved from parish to. Well, no, you're getting your third parish. You will have had more parish assignments than me.
Wow.
You're getting your third parish in 3 years.
Yeah.
Because you were at St. Vincent's in Elkhart for 1 year, and then St. John the Baptist here, and then you're going to be at St. Peter's.
Yes.
So how did you feel about the transfer from St. Vincent's to here?
So, so which tells you to do it. It's not a question of like you want to do it or not. You just do it. I wasn't a fan of leaving at the time, just because like I spent the whole year studying Spanish, and I feel like okay, I was getting ready to be more effective, but then I moved down here.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and so I was upset. It's like that's normal. Be upset when you have to leave people that you know. Yeah.
I remember I knew. No, I had a hunch. Bishop was gonna. We had a meeting, and I had a hunch he was going to talk about me being transferred at that meeting. And I remember rehearsing, just kind of like earlier in the day. No matter what he says, just say yes, Bishop. Yes, Bishop. Yes, Bishop. And he said, I'm appointing you pastor of St. John the Baptist. And I said, yes, Bishop.
Nice.
Yeah. And I was excited right away. I had been an associate for 5 years, so I felt like the time was coming. And yeah, I'm going to tell you something Monsignor Kuzmic he told this to Chris Lapp, Father Chris Lapp. He says, "Oh, Chris, you're going to be a pastor. You're going to make so many mistakes." And it's true. It's true, and it's great. But I was instantly excited. I was familiar with St. John's because when Father Tony Steinacker, a son of the parish, was ordained a priest, he said his first mass here, and he asked me to be the MC of his mass. Mm-hmm. And so I had been here a couple times, actually. I stayed in Providence House a couple times because back in those days, when a guy was being ordained in Fort Wayne, if you were from the South Bend side and you needed a place to stay, Providence House, I can point to the room in Providence House where I stayed. So I was familiar with the parish. I really didn't know. I don't think I knew anybody out here. I knew Mary Goloski. I was excited. I was very excited for the move, and then it was boom, the sadness hit, after I was already here. Not because of St. John the Baptist, but because change is difficult. you literally go from, in a matter of minutes, actually just in an instant, you instantly go from saying goodbye to every familiar face you know to saying hello to complete and utter strangers. That's very, for me, it's heart-wrenching.
Yeah, right.
For other people, it's not a problem at all. But
For the second time going down, I'm being transferred. I'm not that upset because one, I'm 7 minutes down the road.
Mhm.
That's nothing. Yeah, and two, I haven't seen people in 2 months, so that's not a.
yeah, and that's the really bizarre thing. Like, I was talking to one of the guys who's being transferred as a pastor. And
Oh,
he can't hug people.
Right.
You know, I don't know if they're going to have a reception or anything like that. And then he's going to arrive, and it's going to be kind of the same awkward social distancing.
Mhm.
So,
elbows.
yeah. Will there be a Monday Mass at St. Peter's?
As of right now, there is Monday Mass at St. Peter's, 9 a.m. Going forward, yeah, probably. I don't know.
You are only allowed to go to St. Peter's on Mondays. There will be no going over to St. Peter's any other day.
Follow your heart.
No.
Don't follow your heart. Sorry. My bad.
You stay in the parish in which you are registered. And you don't register at a new parish. You stay here for life.
Oh man.
When will the streets are going to be done around St. John's?
Oh,
That's a question I asked when I got here.
no idea.
They don't really talk to us about those things. Each day they come in and they open up their holes, and at the end of the day they fill in their holes. So
Did we miss some
no.
questions earlier? You can. My eyes are horrible. You can see them all.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing good.
We're doing great.
All right.
We need some more questions.
Yeah, we got a slow question night here.
That's okay.
Lori Fritz wishes you congratulations as well and talks about St. Peter's is a beautiful church.
It is.
Well, she was also talking about how she was like a night, or she graduated doing her and then
95.
moved here
Yeah.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Best of both worlds.
Yeah. And St. Peter's is the most beautiful church in the diocese. We all know that.
Let's pump the brakes a little.
As the parish where I was baptized, I have to affirm that statement.
The cathedral's pretty. I don't know.
It is true, but they were both done by German woodworkers, so.
German. Schneider.
Oh, wait.
What?
Kay Ward, was there a bag at your back door today? Yes, Kay. I'm relieved that I know who that's from now because
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's concerning.
I was a little concerned because it was a package that was well, this is a good question for you, Kay. When you dropped off said package, was it completely full? Because if it was, then one of the cats in the neighborhood opened up
Ain't walking straight.
the bottle of James Beam. Yes. Is that from UK? Thank you so much. Let's see.
Do you know how confessions
Yes. So I think this would be a good time to unveil my plan for confessions and masses going forward, because not only are we resuming public masses, but also I have to plan a mass and confession schedule where it's just one of us because Father Patrick is leaving. So here's the plan. I want to experiment a little bit with mass times to be able to give as many people as possible the opportunity to come to mass, which means avoiding mass during like the 8 to 5 hours when most people work. You know, not everybody works those hours, of course. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're going to have mass at 7 a.m. And then on Wednesdays and Fridays, we're going to have mass at 5:45 p.m. We had mass at 5:45 on Fridays, and it was a big hit. It was our biggest weekday mass. Sometimes 30, 40, 50 people would come. And so we're going to try and recreate that. Also, we've had the custom of having that Koriezu Mass with the young adults on Wednesday evenings. So we're still going to have a Wednesday evening Mass, but for the sake of consistency and having Masses at, pretty, kind of easier to remember times, we'll do that. Then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll have confessions at 7:30 right after the Mass. And then on Fridays, we'll have confessions at 5. And I'm thinking we would do perhaps we're going to do evening confessions of some sort on Wednesdays too. I'm still hammering it out. So we're going to have a couple options for an early morning confession and then also an evening confession.
So the question about how it's going to work out. Like, are we going to be indoors? Or
No. In fact, what we did today is we need to not hear confessions in our traditional confessional booths, our rooms, because we need to have more space for air circulation and the like. So what we did was we set up the screens that were in our booths in front of the Mary and Joseph altars with a kneeler on one side and a chair on the other. And so we'll hear confessions in the church, and we'll put music on so that when you come in for a confession, you can sit further back and then let people have their privacy and be able to hear confessions. But for this next week, we'll both be in there during the times.
Please come.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's Clorox wipes, of course.
There are, we have Purell
Purell and Kleenexes.
and Kleenexes. We probably could get some Clorox wipes. Yeah. A bee
Well,
suit.
if you can find
A bee suit?
Yeah. I have a bee suit. Did you know that?
Yes.
I have a beekeeper suit. Do you know I have a beekeeper suit? I have a beekeeper suit.
Now's
Keep your bees.
Over in John and Sarah Shank's backyard,
all the bees died.
but they all died. Actually,
the swarm.
one set of them died, and the other set of them said, "We're out of here." They just left.
Oh.
So it's not really a bee keeping suit.
No, it's more like a bee killing and saying goodbye suit. Yeah. Hey, I have a question for you. I don't know how we can't tell how many people are on, can we?
We switched the screen there.
How many of you are planning?
Goodness.
How many?
42.
42 people. How many of you who are tuned in right now are planning on coming to Mass in person this weekend? Just say yes or no. That'll give us a sense. The dispensation is still in effect until, pardon me, Waterloo. The dispensation is still in effect until at least August 15th. And, we're going to have limited seating with every other pew being blocked off, and then also, spacing every 6 feet apart. So just want to get a sense of, yes, I am. Yes, 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 yes. Well, you got to figure, too, this is a skewed audience. Because these are
the most interested people.
These are people willing on a Wednesday night to tune in to us four schmucks sitting around a table talking about pretty much nothing. So, yes. I'm thinking yes. Okay, great.
It's good to think.
Good. Yes. Great. All right.
Okay, let's be a full church then.
The McDonald family 7. McDonald families.
Undecided.
Anybody with a family, I would suggest you get there early because you'll have a row all to yourself with 7 people. I'll be attending Mass at St. Vincent's. Okay, very good. All right, undecided.
If you are coming, just be sure to bring a mask.
Yeah. And actually, if you don't have one, we're going to have like over 100 available so that
they
you
came
can.
through.
Yeah. Teresa Dierig, who's probably tuned in right now. Teresa Dierig made 100 homemade masks. So we're going to launder them and then put them in little Ziploc baggies, and then they'll be quarantined for a couple days.
They're already laundered.
Are they good?
Yep.
All right. Did you stuff them in the Ziploc bags?
Not yet.
Get on it, man.
That sounds like a job for the seminarian.
Oh, don't you love that? Wait, you're a seminary.
A seminarian of this parish. I have other work to do.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
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 Hi.
Thanks. This is better than watching TV. It's not as good as The Last Dance.
Ooh,
Did any of you watch The Last Dance? Yes or no? That was a great program. What are you saying about your viewers? That you are loyal and faithful
Or grateful.
and very charitable,
Just also bored right now. It's okay.
or loving, faithful, and charitable.
Someone asked about having ministers and servers during the mass.
Yeah, for the time being, we're going to hold off on that completely. We've been asked to use as few ministers as possible. So as far as distributing the Eucharist, it's going to be the priests and Jake, our seminarian, and Ed Fox. And then as far as reading, it's going to be you and Ed Fox for the first couple weeks at least. And then we're not even going to have ushers. We're going to have baskets for collecting envelopes and your generous gifts after Mass. When you walk out, you can just drop off your gift. What else?
Are we going to keep on live streaming?
Yes, correct? Yeah, we're going to live stream the 10:30 Mass.
Sorry, I was reading the feed.
We have a temporary camera set up in the church right now. We're waiting on equipment to arrive it's going to be like high tech, right?
It's supposed to be.
That's what you're
But
promising.
It's also going to take a little while.
Yeah.
A ton of people jumped on
Because
the.
everyone in the world is ordering cameras right now for their churches. So,
Oh, yeah. Hi, Artist Smith. Thank you for joining us.
oh wow, I'm not a member there, but I found you on Facebook, so I've been watching. It's better than TV. LOL. Where are you from, artist? Where are you a member? Let us know.
St. Peter's.
Soon to be St. John's.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts, Mark?
I try not to think this late at night.
So you started a new assignment.
I did.
Artist is from St. Louis. Fantastic.
Wisconsin or St. Louis, Missouri?
That's a totally legit.
Yeah, that
Is it okay to wear gloves to receive communion? Actually, no. You have to receive communion in the hands. Like for First Holy Communicants, sometimes the girls will get, dress gloves, but they have to remove them. So what we're going to do, Bizanson, okay.
Good.
We were thinking you were from St. Louis, Missouri. So the priests and all those who are distributing the Eucharist will use hand sanitizer immediately before giving you communion.
Copious amounts.
Yeah. And then what we'll do is we're going to instruct everyone. Is the video up on the Facebook page yet?
I'm going to
It will be soon.
Great. We did
Stay
an
tuned.
orientation video of what to expect and how we're going to do things when you come on Sunday, so you can see that. But like, for instance, for communion, you really got to keep those palms perfectly flat and hold perfectly still. This is going to be really important. I'm going to say this to everybody. Don't move
Yes.
and don't reach.
Yes.
Because we're going to be going slow-ish, right? And since we're going to be going slow-ish, you're going to be thinking, I better go get it. Same thing if people receive on the tongue. We're going to be going slow-ish. Don't let that make you think, I need to go get it. No, we're just being careful. And when we place the host in your hand, we're going to place the edge on your hand and then go.
Yeah.
I think it's sufficient.
Yeah. And if there's any contact, what the priest is supposed to do is to purify their fingers immediately, put on hand sanitizer, copious amounts again, and then keep the line going. So, yeah. Should I just read the question for you?
Let's see. I know that we will have access to Bishop Aaron's videos and such. Are we going to have access to Formed still? Yeah. We're going to keep Formed, and we're also getting Word on Fire engaged for the whole parish. Yeah, this table is very dirty. Who's responsible for cleaning this room?
I
I
Brian.
think that person's gone.
But it should have been cleaned before they left.
Who knows how many meals have been on this table since said person responsible left?
Is Brian watching right now?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yep. All moved in over at PB.
Yeah, so you started, and you arrived there what time?
2.
And you're already back here what time?
6:30.
So you've been there
That
for
was
4.5 hours. Is it better than us?
I don't speak about these
Obviously, you
things.
couldn't stand it.
There's a bowling alley there.
Do you like Father Drew more than you like me?
I refuse to answer these questions.
You only refuse because it's true and you don't want to.
Oh man. No,
What'd you do
it's
so
good.
far? You
I
moved
just
in.
moved in. Just kind of.
Did you get the grand tour?
I did,
Uh-huh.
but I'd been there before,
Right.
so just like a refresher.
It's bigger than this house.
Yeah, because the rectory there used to, the Precious Blood priests, the order used to run that parish, and so it was built because they had like 5 priests there and then 6 or so brothers. So it's a huge house because of how many people it used to sit. But the 3rd floor is kind of not used much, and that's the brothers' sort of cell. So there's a bunch of smaller rooms.
How many ideas did Father Drew already throw away? Father Drew Curry is the best idea priest in the diocese. He comes up with just these dreams. And so has he thrown any in your direction?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh, a couple, but we'll see. I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Okay.
No, it's
All right.
Have you seen the new Word on Fire Bible? It is gorgeous.
Wait, who has it? Do you have it?
She's just seen pictures of it. It looks very nice.
Colleen, do you have a copy? Because I want one.
They're on sale
Very
June.
forward.
They're on sale June 15th.
I'm a member of the Word on Fire Institute. I should have one. Wesley, I'm very excited that you, Father Patrick, I'm very excited that you will be chaplain at Bishop Lures with us next year.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm going to join the cross country team. I've decided, and crush all the kids.
Wow.
That's the game plan right now.
That's
Okay.
really those are goals.
Those are
Wesley,
goals.
Let. By the way,
Wesley should join the cross country team and run faster than Father Patrick.
I run past those kids like every other day.
Lori Fritz is asking, are you still planning on reading the consecration to St. Joseph as a parish starting May 22nd? Actually, it begins today. So if you have the book, read day 1 today. Don't worry if you're behind. You can, pick it up whenever. But if you begin today, then consecration day will be on Father's Day. Yeah. Wesley is playing football.
I can still race you. Don't worry.
Can you sprint faster than the average
I'm
football
not a
player,
sprinter
though?
now.
See,
You got him, Wesley.
Yeah. I don't have the fire to be a sprinter. I'm just stubborn, so I run long distance.
What questions do you have?
Who, me?
Yeah, you're like, in just arriving here, what do you want to know about St. John's? Or being a seminarian here,
Oh,
or
okay.
just anything, and you can take a moment to think about that.
Okay.
What'd you learn today?
There's not much going on.
Great.
You're cooking today.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I'm going to learn to cook this summer.
Yeah. So what did we make?
Is it just called Sunday gravy?
Yeah, Sunday
Oh,
gravy.
okay. Sunday
On a
gravy.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday gravy. It's my
That was
favorite
good.
thing to cook.
Yeah.
Because
Good times.
the house smelled incredible.
It did smell pretty good.
But like learning how to use a chef's knife and
Yeah.
what would you? It's
Like when I showed you how to
Cut,
hold the chef's knife, you were like, whoa. Like there's actually a
I'm
way to
impressed.
hold a chef's knife,
I'm impressed.
and then you learned how to dice an onion.
yes,
And wasn't that incredible?
it was great. It's
Yeah.
so much easier.
Yeah.
The way I used to do it,
How'd you do
Terrible.
it? You just slice it up and then,
and then
slice.
fried,
Yeah. No.
and every little strip.
Right. No. Because I was one time looking at the anatomy of an onion and the way it has layers, and I thought to myself, there must be. I know they've come up with some efficient
Better
way of cutting the onion, and sure enough, I looked it up. Everyone cuts it the same way, and it's really neat.
Okay.
Sounds great.
You should go outside. There are like 20 kids riding bikes. They're like a little gang. That gang stopped by today, actually.
They did. So, Lori, you got the book. Yeah, read the introduction and then go ahead with day 1 and read that, and you're good to go.
I got copies of the book for my father, my brother, and my niece's husband,
Wow.
and I dropped them off on Sunday, and
Nice.
I said, "You desperately need St. Joseph's help."
Oh, I heard that Joe Berghoff is going to order some bees for the hive. Good. We need to try this again.
Yeah, you got to get some beeswax for the Easter candle.
Yeah. I can't wait for you to see the Easter candle in person.
Art Sislo did a magnificent job. The theme is the Word made flesh. How is your dad? He's doing great. Thank you for asking. 2 weeks ago, I went over to visit him, and he was able to go to a sunroom, and I was able to talk to him through this screen. But they've even put a kibosh on that. They don't want too many people are opening their screens, so I can't go see him just yet. Swarm. That's right,
Swarm.
Teresa. You get it. You get it.
He's got this
I have this
crazy
dream.
idea.
I have this dream, oh boy, that if the parish would want it, to change our school mascot from the eagle to the swarm. The reason for that is John the Baptist ate locusts and wild honey. So a combined swarm of locusts and bees, right? And then we will call the gym,
There's more.
the school
Oh,
gym, be
yeah.
called the Hive.
Oh, okay.
And then when the little fourth graders come running out for their introductions, you'll hear zzz. And then we'll paint the inside of the whole gym honeycomb pattern. I'm telling you right now, we would in an instant become the coolest mascot and gym in the whole diocese.
I like the idea of the name, the Swarm.
Yeah, about the gym thing. What about the gym?
I like the name.
Being painted like a honeycomb on the inside.
I'd have to see pictures first.
And then the door could be like, the honeycomb exit, how a hive has a little big,
Mm-hmm.
A
yeah.
hole so they can get in and out.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's called. It's called a hole.
Oh, man.
Goodness
Wow.
gracious. What time is it?
You need to get out of quarantine so that you
8:10.
can.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
So every parish is definitely different.
Yes.
Some are more different than others.
Sure. But every parish has something that's, I'll call it a golden attribute or characteristic.
Charism, perhaps?
Charism, perhaps. Yes. What is
Okay.
that here?
So like a unique feature.
Yeah,
The first thing it
and
comes
something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This neighborhood is the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
It's a beautiful neighborhood tucked away here. It's like a little secret down here on the south side of Fort Wayne. I'm guessing, I don't know, I'm exaggerating probably, but I feel like 85% of our parishioners live within a mile of the actual church building itself. Every time I go out, every single time I go out for anything, I run into parishioners. When I go for a bike ride, see parishioners all the time. So we just, it's, yeah, I don't want to say we own the neighborhood, but it's really, last year for First Holy Communion parties, I rode my bike to all the First Holy Communion parties.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Very few places get to do that, so having all of your people, I mean, I feel like we all live together. In a sense, we're all in this neighborhood. So, also the fact that so many people have been in this parish for so long and they have no desire to leave. Like even the grade school kids.
Yeah.
I remember talking to one of the kids who's now a senior in high school, was my first 8th grade class, and she goes, "I don't ever want to leave this neighborhood." And I mean, when I was growing up, I couldn't wait to get out of South Bend. But kids grow up here and they love it here and they want to stay here.
Cool.
They want to, send their kids to Lures. They want to stay here. Everything is fantastic.
Yeah. Today is John Hickey's birthday. Happy birthday, John.
And therefore, Michael Hickey's birthday.
Is it his birthday too? Wow, what are the odds of that happening?
I know.
It's the Hickey's birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Very good.
And they graduated from college last week. Good work, you guys did it.
Yeah.
And one of them shaved.
So is this our last? Have we decided? Is this our last live Q&A?
I think it will be my last
Okay.
live Q&A.
All right. Because we're moving now into I'm going to call it normal parish mode. But now that
We're going public.
public masses are what you want to do it live out on the courtyard. We actually talked about that.
An end of summer edition.
Yeah. What we
It
might
is
do
nice
is
outside.
just, you know, do one later on. But we're moving into kind of resuming public liturgies, masses, confessions, and the like. And so we're going to move into, like, for instance, we're not going to do the rosary or midday prayer at noon after this week. Because the idea is also for you to just do that now on your own. Not because you need to tune in, but because it's a habit now that you have formed. So, yeah. So what we will do, we will continue the podcast.
Yeah, it seems that should work out.
Okay.
For everyone.
Right.
New guest this week on the podcast.
Will be who? Oh, yeah.
Father Thomas Zare.
Father Thomas Zare, parochial vicar at St. Elizabeth Ann Seton. Jake Schneider.
Chaplain at Lures.
Yeah. And that'll be up tomorrow morning. Are you posting that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Well, good.
Yeah.
You seem sad.
I'm really tired, actually.
Really?
It's
What were
funny
you on?
how taking all of your things out of a house and then moving them and then putting them all in a new house just kind of wears your energy.
And you don't have hardly anything.
I know. I have like three boxes of books and 2 suitcases.
Wow.
Yeah. The thought of moving, like my stuff,
Mm-hmm.
is horrifying right now.
Yeah.
Because I have all this stuff.
We do it like 3 times a year.
Oh,
The seminarians.
no. No.
You get used to it.
The next time I move is into a casket.
Yeah, we'll see. No, yeah, I just find, it was a tiring day.
Oh, can we have a Kingdom Builders Holy Hour in person? They are so beautiful. Yes, we want to do that. But there's a caveat. Right now, the social distancing guidelines ask us not to do any congregational singing. So when we do the Kingdom Builders live stream, there's fewer than 10 people there. So we're able to sing. But once we get more than 10 people, it becomes a public liturgy. And the guidelines say no congregational singing and actually no singing from a cantor at public liturgies for the time being. So, for example, this weekend, Sarah won't be singing just because they're saying that spread of the virus can happen through singing the way someone sneezes or something like that. But the way, things are starting to level out, hopefully that will change, shortly. But once we do get some public singing permission, then we'll have, hopefully they'll come back. We'll have to invite them and we'll have a Kingdom Builders live adoration on our Friday night. Yeah, they're singing in person is actually even more beautiful than
Right.
on live stream because you get the echo of the church and everything. It's amazing. They're doing great. All right. Well, friends, Mark is all tuckered out.
Yeah, blame it on me. Okay.
So it's been great. We'll do another one of these later on in the summer. But tune in tomorrow for the podcast, and we will keep those coming up on Thursdays. Maybe not every Thursday. We'll just see how it goes.
Play by ear.
Yeah, we're going to be like every other podcast in the world, which is, we'll put it out when we feel like it. So thank you so much for tuning in, okay?
All right.
Have a good
God
night.
bless everyone. See you all later. See you all